Good morning, everybody. Coach Russo here with SeniorFit. Today's workout, core, stretch, and balance. We're gonna work on our core muscles like the waistband around our shorts. So, hands on the stomachs. Now, first one, just suck your stomach in, pull your belly button to your spine, use your hands. And smile. Okay, and relax. One function is in. Just suck it in. Everyone goes, I can't do it. Use your hands. Okay? So part of the reason you can't do it is there's a lot of swelling and bloating in there. That's class though. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Suck it in. Okay, and recover. Now, that's a start. But where we want to go to is we want to start to go towards a moving stability. So we're rocking side to side, okay? And what happens is as you rock, you see how one leg kind of lifts up? That's how you know you're going forward, okay? Now be careful that you're not what? Leaning forward. Or leaning backwards. Whoa, you're going side to side and your leg is gonna come up. You're working all these muscles down the side right here, okay? These are also your core muscles, yes. Okay. Whoa. Allergic to all this high-level exercise training. Okay, now, feet flat, hands behind the head. We're gonna breathe in. Now, when you exhale, I want you to bring your ribs down and bring your stomach down. You can exhale, drop your elbows in between your legs, and then coming up nice and slow. If you want more of a core exercise, right, really focus on rounding your upper back. Oh yeah, interesting cue. Sucking the stomach in and go down and up. Good, and exhaling down, pulling the belly button to the spine, crunching. Beautiful, and then coming up, up. Good, again, and then down. All the way down. Crunching down. And then we're gonna come up all the way. Now we're gonna hold here, we're gonna breathe in. Now we're gonna go the other way. You're gonna exhale, elbows go back, chin goes up, stretch up, lean back. Now, as you lean back, lift your ribs. Then ask yourself, do you feel your lower back? Okay. That's okay. Breathe in and exhale. So now the all-important lower back. So before we start training the lower back, what we want to do is we want to make sure it is loose and stretched out. So it's kind of a whole process getting to the lower back. But let's go ahead and put our feet wide, toes are out, okay? We're gonna go hands on the hips. Now, what we're gonna do, we've done this a million times, is we're gonna twist, okay? And then we're gonna twist the other way. Now, when you're twisting, try not to let your knees cave in, okay? And you wanna keep your hands around your waist because that allows you to kind of use your shoulder a little bit to cheat. You're like, wait, this isn't a lower back exercise. Aha, but it is, okay? Because your lower back is stretching as you go to one side, because the reasons our legs are like this is we're gonna twist, we're gonna reach out, we're gonna use our hand, we're gonna twist 2 inches further. Good, and then you're gonna go the other way and you kind of shoot your hand out and you're pulling yourself and you're coming all the way around. Be very gentle, be timid, right? So there's no pushing through pain in SeniorFit. Good, and the other side right here, twist and pull. Here, the other side, twist and pull. Good, here, the other side, twist and pull. Good, here, the other side, twist and pull. Good, one more time right here, twist. Very nice. Okay, now check this out. Bring your feet together. Good, sitting up nice and tall, breathing. Now when you go to twist, look at all this room. Whoa, okay, nice and slow. You can go all the way around. Core stretches right here, holding. Okay, the other way. And twisting. You guys came to the beginning of class, I talked about elastic lumbar junction. Ooh, it's most inhibited in its ability to do what? Sounds like SAT. It's twisting! Okay, good. And turn the other way. D twist. Okay, turn. Okay, and relax. Okay, so now let's go the other way. We're gonna go forward. So challenge your flexibility. Keep your knees together, hands on your hips. You're gonna lean forward. Try to bring your chest to your knees. Okay, most of you are gonna arch your back, right? Get this huge. Okay, don't do that. Watch me. Yes, lean from the hips. You're like, oh, my legs want to come apart. Keep squeezing it together. Challenge your lower. Cool. So as a flexibility thing, what you can do is do the same thing. Open your feet up and notice, oh, I'm this much lower. All right, that's good. Okay, and you're working that. If you want a little extra bonus, you're exhaling on the way down. Inhale. Exhaling right down. Exhaling. Okay, good. And let's shake out the arms. And shake out the legs. All right, let's keep going with the core here. Completely different muscle. Actually, maybe even opposite. So we're here, posturing nice and tall. We're gonna lift one leg straight up and down, lift one straight up leg and down. Now you'll notice your hip wants to go back and glide this way. You wanna have all this movement. Try to sit up, keep this stable in there. Okay. Probably if you can make it happen is you wanna feel like your hips are leaning forward as you lift your leg. Okay. If you want a little bit more of a challenge for the core, you can kind of kick your leg out as it comes up. Make sure as the leg comes out, what is your back not supposed to do? Exactly. Though that does look pretty cool. Sit up. Sit up. Okay. And sitting and kicking. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall, breathing. Okay. If you go slow and you focus on leaning forward and driving your hips, it becomes a core exercise. If you just sit back and kick your legs out like a normal senior chair workout, it's gonna circulate your knees pretty good. Not the same thing. Okay. Here, conscious intent, focus. Very nice. Let's bump it up another level, okay? Both legs out straight. Here, lift. Let's go, legs up. Come on. Still, it's a good French kick, driving it forward. Come on, we're almost to the stretching portion. And good, recover. All right, let's go. Here we go, feet flat, sitting up nice and tall. One more full stretch here. Lean back. And back. And back. And back. And forward. Good. And back. And forward one more time. We're leaning back. And we're going to hold it. Lean back, hold. And relax. Nice job. Okay. Breathe. Let's go ahead and stretch these hips out. And turn. So let's turn our stretches today into core exercises. Huh? Sounds pretty good. So we're going to bend this knee here. And core exercise. Okay. You want to feel this leg right here, like you're pulling it forward. Now I know it's crazy, but really what that feels like is you're kind of just pushing this in. You see that? Now what that's gonna do is, whoa, big stretch, hold it, good, don't move, reach up from there, okay? Now we're getting a little bit in our core, like say, Evan, I don't feel it. If you don't feel it, squeeze your glute a little bit. Way to get extra, figure out which glute the leg does. Reach up, breathe in, stretch more, inhale. Exhale, feel it. Yes. Now, don't move. We're gonna straighten out this back leg. Yes. Okay. We're gonna do our regular stretch here. Let's come up into the side. You're saying, Coach, can I drive my hip forward in this position and do my core? Absolutely. Just be careful, because that's a big stretch. Okay, breathe in again. Exhale. Now, unlike how we usually do to the next leg, let's take this back leg and I want you to turn it so your heel is flat. Now, I have a lot of flexibility here. Some of you might not be able, maybe you're here, maybe you're literally here. It doesn't matter, but what matters is there's this hip, let's call it, this is a hip angle, okay? Get out our protractors. Now, we're gonna go into a very yoga type pose here with the arms outstretched. So we're challenging this core muscle right here by which way? Rotating. Now, since we're feeling very yoga today, we're gonna drop this hand right here. Okay, you see the knee, that's the toe that's facing away from you. You're gonna breathe in. You're gonna exhale and you're gonna reach down towards the floor. Now, if you have long arms like me, you might be able to get to the floor. If you can't get to the floor, that's fine. Maybe you're like, Evan, wow, I don't feel anything. Take this top arm, reach over more, stretch. Yeah, it's stretching day. I thought I'd go into the advanced workouts. Now, getting out of this position is the key. Do not just throw your body back. Put your hand on your closest knee and use your knee to push yourself out. Okay? It's not getting into those positions that's hard. It's getting out of those positions. Okay. All right, run it out. All right, other leg, don't rush just because you know the order. So we're going to turn. Okay. We're going to bend this knee. Feet are flat. Just hold it a second. Start to feel it out. Okay. Back, forward. Now, just like we're doing on the other side, we're going to drive this hip forward, right? Hip drive. Okay. Good. Come here. I'm gonna reach up. Now we're driving this hip. If you don't feel it, like the other side, squeeze your glute. Okay, and reach up. Reach. Okay, we're gonna stretch more. Breathe in, inhale. Stretch. Exhale. Yeah. Now, back leg. First, the toe is down. Now, a lot of people, this back knee is not gonna be all the way straight. That's fine. As long as you're straightening out this knee and it shifts the stretch from your quad up into the hip. Okay, if you're advanced, your leg's all the way straight. If you really want to feel it, you're driving this hip forward. Okay. Now we're gonna lift up into the side to get the side bend stretch. Good. Okay, we're gonna hold. Now we're gonna breathe in, stretch more, inhale. We're gonna exhale, squeeze your fingers coming down. Now, with me, see that back knee, back leg, we're gonna turn it so that heel gets flat. Okay, just depending on your flexibility. I'm more flexible on this side, just depends. So in this position, that hip angle right here, we're gonna bring our hands out nice and tall for this stretch. Okay, good. You're pulling through towards the straighter leg, right? That sets you up for the down. All right, cool, smile. Okay, reaching up. If you can get to the ground, get to the ground. If not, it's okay, keep coming back. Stretching, and if you're ready, reaching over. Yeah, we're working on a new chair stretching for you guys. Okay, coming, stretch. Now, don't throw your arm and pull yourself back up. Put your hand on your knee and climb yourself back up. God, quite a few stories people throwing up their backs doing stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle our feet in, shuffle our feet in, shuffle our feet in, shuffle our feet in. Cool. Let's keep going with our back and our core, but let's shift to the hips, okay? So there's a muscle that lifts your hips up, okay? Now, in the chair, it's kind of hard. You kind of have to exaggerate it. See how my knee is coming up, but realistically, the hip. Standing up, which we will do in the standing portion, you can see it's a lot easier just to get these what are called hip hikes. The chair we gotta work for, okay? But that's a really important core muscle, okay? And what I've found is a lot of people use the muscles in their back to lift their legs, but really the muscles in your front. Like what are you talking about? Lean forward and keep trying to lift your hips up. Yep, hips. It's not a march, not your legs, literally your hips coming up. Yeah, totally different, cool stuff. Okay, now what this prepares us for are our lifts, hold, and we're gonna go. Been trying to think of ways to work balance in the chair. Working balance in the chair is working your core in the chair, is working in a position where you're gonna hold it. Now you're gonna kick this leg out. We've done this before. And you're gonna hold it. See how I'm leaning? Whoa, don't fall out of the chair. Good, and back in. Same thing. Shift, lift your leg out. We've done these ones before. You're gonna hold it and shift your body. Whoa. Okay? And relax. If your hip flexors are dying and they're on fire from holding your leg out straight, go slower. Do it with a bent knee. But no, we gotta work on that. That's a big one. Call me. All right, other leg. Here, shift. Leg goes out. Hold it. Shift your weight. Oh, that one almost went out of the chair. Nice. Good, and hold. Okay, shift the other way. Here, leg out. Hold it. Cool. And then back in. All right, more traditionalities. All right, so legs out. Here, we're gonna sit up. We're gonna jump and pull both feet back, tap with the toes in. Pull and tap, in. So the mistake is getting a huge lift and like pulling the knees up like this. No. Like basically drag your heels along. But our core muscle is working to hold up our feet so we're not literally dragging, which we do on leg day. And tap. Now, if you want more of a challenge, go tap, 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 tap. If you're not there and it hurts your back, tap, tap, nice and slow. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Hold, breathe, point the toes aggressively, lift and lift and lift. Welcome to chair. So keep leaning forward. If your hips hurt a lot or your lower back hurts, bend your knees, sit up tall. Okay. If that's not you, lean back just a little bit. Really lift it up. Okay, good. And okay, relax, bring it in. Okay, run it out with the legs real quick. We're gonna breathe, inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Okay, so feet flat. We're gonna cross our arms, okay? We're gonna twist, and we're gonna crunch down, and we're gonna come up, and we're gonna crunch, and we're gonna come down. And I'm gonna turn this into also a stretch. This is a stretch, but it's also a core exercise. I'm gonna turn it into a stretch. Yeah, twisting it down. Okay, so how you take the emphasis off the core is you bring your hands behind your head, okay? Now when you twist, yes, you can crunch more, but some people won't twist as far, so focus more on the twisting. You gotta use your chest muscles now. Ooh, okay. Right enough. Okay, one more to the other side, twisting all the way. And down, very nice. Okay, now hold this position, okay? From here, breathe in. Exhale, bring your elbows together. Now for today, I want us all to imagine our belly buttons lifting up, our chest lifting up, our elbows lifting up. Smile, breathe. Exhale, reaching both arms up, shoulders to the ears. Okay, inhale. Exhale. All right, let's stretch our necks and then we'll be done with the chair. So we're here and feet flat, turn your head to the right. Good, and turn your leg to the left. Back to the center, okay. Up. Down. Good. Holding, breathing, relaxing, coming, looking forward, and your shoulder. Good, and roll. All right, chair workout complete. Give yourself a round of applause. Core stretching balance, standing up. Okay, so we did a lot of hip hiking and I was talking a lot about the back. So I want to do the same thing standing up and I'm going to show you how it's going to improve your balance. Probably one of the best ways to improve your balance, honestly, is so we'll hold on to the chair with one hand. The leg that's closest to the chair, okay, that leg is going to be what's called your plant leg. You're just going to put that leg, you're going to stand on leg right here on one leg, okay? This other leg, this hip, look, will go up and down and up. Now I can't see you, but I already know what you're doing is when you're going up, you're going like this. And you're squatting on this. This is not what you want to do. This knee doesn't move really. What you have to get good at is when one hip goes up, where's the other hip go? Down. Okay? Yes. So the down, the absorbing of the weight. Yes. Okay. Good. And recover. All right, let's try the other side. So you do need to turn around or switch legs. It is very important that the plant leg is next to the leg you're bouncing. Okay, so we're here. I'm going down. We're going up. We're going down. We're going up. And we're going down. And up. And down. And up. And down. See, I was using that leg. You guys see that? And down. Good. And down. One more. And up. Okay. Good. So it's some high level stuff, but let's keep working it, because the thing is, if you guys have issue right here in your hip or right here in your back or up through here, it's because these bones, your SI joints, they're not used to moving. Okay. So hypothetically speaking, we can still do these hip hikes by bending one knee and letting the other hip come up, and the other hip comes up, and the other hip comes up. Okay. Good. Smile, breathe, and bend, and bend, and bend, and bend. Okay, and then you're kind of just going to bend your knees like this, and your hips are going to go up and down. Yes. It worked kind of more like a piston, right? And you're pumping the legs. Pump, 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 pump. Good, and relax. So this is how it's going to work now is we're going to go on shift your weight, shift your weight, shift your weight, and shift your weight, shift your weight. Good. Now, other way, hip goes up, hip goes up, hip goes up, hip goes up. Bend, 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 bend. You guys will notice, you'll see the hips moving up and down. Okay? Hips are moving up and down. Now let's go side to side. Shift, 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 shift. Here, relaxing. Now, up and down. Bend, 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 bend. Good. Okay? And a 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Ask yourself, can you grab the chair, bend both knees, but keep your back straight? Okay? Most people are going to have a significant challenge doing this, either because their calves are too tight or because their knees are too weak. But either way is we all need to get comfortable bending our knees, right? Dropping our weight into our feet. Yes. Okay? Because what that's going to prepare us for, watch this. Bend your knees like that. Shift your weight into your left foot. Now step back with this right leg. And you're going to be in this perfect lunge position. Okay? See where my knee is? Exercise science, we used to teach it 90 degree. It's actually better. You're like, seriously? You just went to 72 degrees? Yeah, it's that small, but it makes that big a difference. Okay, and you're holding. Ooh, stretching and balance. Now, for my super advanced students, push this front foot down by dropping this hip. Yes. Okay, you're gonna hold that. What we usually do here is breathe in, exhale, let go, balance. Your back heel is up, front knee is bent, you're driving. Yes. Okay, you're gonna breathe in, exhale, step forward, and relax. Good. Some new stuff. Okay, let's try again here. Posture. Bend your knees forward first. Step back with your left leg, take a big step. Don't let this knee be right over the ankle, old school. Okay, we're all new school here. It just works. It's better to have this knee slightly forward, better stretch. Also, better balance. For my advanced students, you're pushing this front foot down. Pushing, posturing, breathing in, exhale, letting go. Hold it, drive. Good. Hip, 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 hip. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe in. We're gonna exhale. And we're gonna step forward and relax. Good. Okay, cool. So put the chair off to the side somewhere. Right. We're gonna grab it in our second. Let's go into our rotation and let's keep going with the balance. So remember the back, remember the core. So we're gonna be turning our upper body, turning upper body. Now this heel comes up and that's gonna allow your hip to turn as well. Okay, the hips are turning. You gotta turn the hips. You're like, how do I know if I'm turning my hips? Well, put your hands on your hips. And they literally, you should feel the bones in your hip sockets literally turning. Okay, cool. Now you're like, I don't really feel my core muscle. That's okay. What we'll start to feel the core is if we start to reach as well, right? And you're kind of, yes. You guys have done this with me before. Heel comes up and you're driving the hip and you're reaching. Okay, good. And here, hip, reach, hip, reach. Now I'm turning my head a little bit. I usually teach it looking straight forward so you don't get anything, but your hip is moving, your arm is going with it to get the core muscles. Good. Now we're gonna make a full rotation. So you're gonna be here and this heel has to turn. It challenges the other leg's flexibility as well, right? Yes, opening up, cool, back to the center, nice and slow. Stomach in, turning, twisting, driving the hip, reaching with arm all the way around. Okay, catch your balance. Good. And back. Let's do a little breathing. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Hip drive. Good. Okay, and then back to the center. Now we're going to come this way. Hip, reach, hold. Good. Back to the center. Okay, from here, hip, reach, hold. Good. Back to the center. And here, hip, reach, hold. Good. One more each side right here. Hip, reach, hold. Back in. Good. Hip, reach, and hold. Nice. Let's go quick. And twist. And twist. Okay. And twist. Start speeding up the musculature. Start challenging your balance. I'd bend your knees a little bit as you speed up and you're twisting. Okay. Good. I love it. And a twist. And a twist. And a twist. And a twist. And a 4, 3, 2. Cool. Let's work on our flow. We haven't done that in a while. This is core stretching and balance. Hey, it's the entire class in one move. If you need to use the chair, I would put it directly in front of you like this, okay? The only way to know if you need it or not is to start with it and then move it if you don't need it. So I'm gonna move it so you guys can see. We're gonna be here. We're gonna lift our foot, and we're gonna step, heel toe, bend the knee, okay? Just like we were in the chair. Then today, as we've been working, step this foot forward. I actually haven't been, we just started again, hip. Now look, I used to stop here. No, hip. Get weight into that leg. Yes. Here's your warrior. We're going to add the arms just like we did in the chair. Which way do we go in the chair? Do you guys remember? This way. So standing up, let's go the opposite way. Harder way to go. Chest up. You can look up. You can look at your fingers. Breathe. Okay, hold. Breathe in. Exhale. Center. Now, how we want to get out. Let's do back heel, yes. Twisting the hip all the way around. Remember this high lunge. Absorb the hip. Hip forward, get the weight in front foot, hold it. Now today, because we want to be really cool, we're going to go hands up. Arch the back, arch the chest, lift and look up, chin up, chest up, breathe. You're going to exhale, step forward. Spirit fingers. Okay, that's my own stuff. I love it. All right, other side. So we're going to be here. We're going to lift. We're going to lift and step, heel toe, bend the knee, drive the hip. Okay? Holding for your balance, using the chair if you need it. Good. Now, remember we did it with this one? Yes, we took another step. That's right. Heel toe drive. I used to stop here. Not anymore. Hips. Okay, arms come out. Hold it. Catch your balance here. Take your time. Breathe. Yeah, you might be getting a little stretch. Good. Either way, keep your legs. Probably should have said this on the other side is you don't want to move your legs. Sure, by the nose. Good. Okay, come back. Drive this hip. Drive this hip. Drive this hip. Turn, 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 turn. Check your balance. Ooh, that's hard. Okay. Hands together. Up, up, up. Breathe in. Exhale. Coming down. Yes. Good job, you guys. Breathe. And exhale. Okay, let's go into our called more strategic balance, but basically just more applicable for daily life. We're going to be looking at a walking stride. We're going to be looking at rotating during a walking stride, okay? Because when you walk, let's all just do this together. Left foot goes forward, right shoulder goes forward, right leg, left shoulder, right? And that actually allows for rotation. You guys want a super in-depth explanation why you need to twist your spine when you walk? I can give you one, but for today, I'll spare you. All right, so we're bending, good. Now, right, a lot of people do this, they start really robotic, right? Like, oh my God, it feels so unnatural. That's fine, right? Because we're unlocking the rib cage. Now, if that's a little bit easier for you, you want something a little more advanced, is you swing your arms, okay? This is why I know everyone loves their poor little dog, but walking with the dog doesn't really allow you to swing your arms as much, which like locks one part of your body in, which is gonna obstruct your gait, okay? So there is times, as I always say, You should be walking unassisted, working on the rotation, okay? And then we'll turn this into a cool little exercise once you guys figure it out. Yes, walking is that complicated. Bend your knees, okay? It's only this complicated because we live in it. Never mind. All right, so let's turn to an exercise, okay? So we're facing here. We're going to go across the floor. So everyone's going to walk. If you're at a center, go around the chair, okay? Left foot, heel toe, bend the knee, reach forward with the right arm, pause. Okay, I'm going to pull this arm, step with the leg. Heel toe bend, drive. Okay, and heel toe bend. See that? Pull. Heel toe bend. Pull. Good. And again. Heel toe bend. Pull. 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 Good. You guys want to? Nah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Reach. Pull and reach here. Pull and reach. Some of you don't drop down like a lunge and spring up. It's because you want your weight to be going forward, okay? Not down. You're always going forward, not down. Forward, not down. Forward. Yes, good. Okay, you guys need a harder one? All right, so grab your chairs. If you're in a place where you can put your feet on your chair, go ahead. If you're not, just put it like right at the edge, okay? For those of us who can, put your foot on here, okay? So, posturing up nice and slow. Some of us may need to lean forward to lift this back heel up. Some of us are going to be here. What you don't want to do is this, and I used to make the mistake, is trying to go straight up. All right, that's not athletic. That's weird. You want to be leaning forward. See how there's a slant? And where's my weight going? Okay. I know we love our straight up calf raises, okay, but those aren't as functional as going forward, okay? If you need to put your hands on your chair, that's fine. Good. Breathing. Trying to go, not trying to go. You're going forward, literally. Good. And push. And push. And push. Okay, good. And recover. All right. And stepping through here. Hands on. And drive. Okay. And drive. And drive. Good. And drive. And drive. Good. Good. Forward, not up. Okay, if you're like, I have no idea what he's doing, come here, lean forward a little bit, and just push. If you got to go up at first, that's fine. All right. Breathing, pushing. Okay. And recover. Nice job. Breathe. All right. SeniorFit Balance Challenge. I'm going to train you guys up. We're going to train for the test. Okay. So we're going to go into the inline right here. Okay. And we're going to bend the knees. Okay. So I've been doing this with a lot of people. What I notice is we're okay here, but what happens is there's these huge like ankle, like, so while you're here, first of all, make sure your weight's in both feet. But I would encourage you to like explore the outsides of your ankles and the inside of your ankles and like move this. Because while you're doing inline, your ankles are going to move. It's impossible. I don't know if it's even possible to like not have your feet move at all. Right? You're going to have these like, but you should just get used to like, that's not that big a deal. Okay. You move your hips. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Stepping here and bend, holding. Okay. And start to explore the outside of the ankles. That doesn't make any sense. Good, inside, outside. Move the hips. Yes, good. Okay, relax and breathe. Exhale. Let's go for the balance challenge. All right, let's do the whole thing. We got time. So first one, feet together. If you guys don't know what the balance challenge is, you're going to learn. Feet together, knees together, hips together, cross your arms. We're going to close our eyes for 10 seconds. Here we go. And close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Level 1, complete. Level 2, tandem. So one foot's here, the other foot, the ball is going to go right in the middle. They call it semi-tandem. So it's like you're almost next to each other, but you're a little off. Doesn't matter which foot you do, we're going to do both. I recommend squeezing your core. level 2 SeniorFit Balance Challenge. Here we go. Close your eyes and go. 10. Three, two, one. Good. Switch. Okay, so we're here, tucked in, knees relaxed and bent, arms are crossed, holding. Okay, now from here, what are we gonna do? Close your eyes and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I love it. Okay, now the one we just practiced, inline. This is level 3. If you need to grab your chair because that's okay. Just have it right here. The only person who does it wrong is the person who doesn't try it. All right, so we're here, arms are crossed. Okay, you're gonna close your eyes. 10, 9. Now you're gonna notice, oh, my feet are starting to move around. That's okay. We just practiced. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Breathe. Other side. Feel it out. Good. Close your eyes. Okay, and go. 10. It's okay. The ankles are gonna move. And recover. Nice job. How many levels are there? Well, there's 20. No, I'm just kidding. There's 4. There may be a potential 5th one in the future if someone can get really good at level 4. So level 4 is you're standing on one leg. Okay. Now I don't want you guys like let's get that nice tall posture when working. Okay. So it does matter how you look when you stand on one leg. Okay. This knee's bent. You're going to cross your arms. You're going to close your eyes for 10 seconds and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. It's super hard. Yeah, I know. All right, other leg and then final exercise. Okay, so right leg here. Make sure you're bending nice and tall. You're not like sitting on this hip. You're lifted up. Okay, we're gonna cross our eyes, close our eyes, and cross our arms. And 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. Good. I was still working on that one too. All right, everybody, grab your chairs. It's time for the final exercise. Okay, so we're gonna stand in front. Okay, we're gonna bring here. Okay, and we're gonna go hands on the hips. From here, we're gonna push those hips back. We're gonna sit. We're gonna stand. Everyone's gonna say 1 and down and up. 2 down and up. 3 down and up. 4 down and up. 5 down and up. 6 down and up. 7 down and up. 8 down and up. 9. One more. Here we go. And down and up. 10 and relax. Nice job. Okay. Let's go hands on stomachs. And we're going to breathe and inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to cross your arms right here. Breathe in, inhale. Exhale. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, last one, inhale. And exhale, dive in the pool. Reach down, head down, chest down. And we're going to roll up nice and slow. And workout complete. Nice job. Give yourself a round of applause. You crushed it.